Welcome everybody to another Dad Hat Chronicles sports show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat. Let me close my mail so that way it doesn't keep dinging every time a new mail comes in. Ding!
We
Anyway,
get it. You're popular.
no, it's just junk mail. That's what it is. Welcome everybody. As you can see, there's only four of us. Someone decided that he's gonna be late. What is going on, Joe? Welcome, visiting us from Toronto. What's happening, my man?
Right. Go Jays.
See, I knew you were gonna. I couldn't say. All right. Well, let's go around the room here. But before we do that, actually, guys, this show is brought to you by All Four Baseball Company. Again, wanted to give you guys a couple of things. One, I want to give you guys the code to get 10% off. Okay. And what is that code, Mr. Prospector?
The code for the code for the current offer, or
No. The normal one.
Oh, Dad Hat.
That's right. You get 10% off at checkout. So if you want to get yourself a hat, a shirt, a hoodie, Dad Hat. All right. And now also, they also have another. He also has something else going on, which is pretty cool, right? If you like stickers like we do, right? We're all fans of stickers. There is a program going on right now. So he has a membership going on. It is usually $4, but because you guys are friends of the Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show, you guys get to use code DHC, and then he will give it to you for $3. Okay, so make sure you guys use code DHC for the sticker, and then Dad Hat for all of the gear that you want to get yourself: a hat, a shirt, actually a shirt, a hat, and a hoodie. Get yourself 3 things. You know what I mean? And tell them I sent you. All right. Yeah. Mr. Mayor, what are we drinking? What are we wearing?
Well, I broke out this foam trucker I just got from Lids recently. Clearance, $5. Nice old school look to it.
I love it.
I love the high sitting. It's 47 hitch.
Is that foam?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Prospector's all over. Hey, look at him. Look at him. He's getting all excited.
Oh, I am here for that, bro.
Patrick, it's all about the foam.
Mrs. Mayer was not too happy about the high hat. She's like, I don't like how high that sits or anything, but I like it. It's cool. It's different.
I like it.
It's retro.
By the way, hello from on Instagram Live. We can't see your comments right now on the show, but I can see them. I'm looking at you. What's happening? All right, go ahead.
Okay, and what I'm drinking, picked this up. Oh, Pittsburgh Mike's listening tonight.
What's up, Mike?
Last night. Picked this up at Frothy Beard in Charleston. It is Zap Browningham, or Browningen, excuse me, Zap Browningen English Brown Ale.
Isn't that a show?
These guys at Frothy Beard do fantastic tie-ins to stuff.
Frothy Beard is amazing. Isn't that the one that's kind of a garage?
No, go ahead, Virgil. I'll come back to Virgil.
And it's a parody off Futurama with Zach Brannigan.
That's what I thought. That's what I saw. I thought it was Futurama.
Okay. Yeah, they used to be in a garage. I fell in love with them in the garage. You walked in there, it was just like a warehouse in an industrial area, and it was just no frills. They have a huge place now, upstairs seating, pizza. Their pizza is out of this world. So if you ever get to Charleston, definitely have to have Frothy Beard on your radar.
The last time I went, it was a garage. So
yeah, they've grown tremendously, and that is my by far favorite Charleston brewery.
Okay. All right, Mr. Producer.
Tonight's hat is the High Point Rockers. And of course, it's red just to match the shirt I'm wearing, and then also red's the color of the weather system that's coming over here tomorrow, which is going to be fun to deal with. And tonight, I am drinking from Straight to Ale out of Huntsville, Alabama, Juicy Bunny Ale.
Oh,
Juicy
Bunny. Okay. I love Straight to Ale too.
By the way, the shirt is amazing. Okay, the shirt is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it, Mr. Bridges. We're playing a character school that was allowed to join our region. Don't get me started on recruiting issue. We're not going to get there. And then also, what's up, Mike, from his apartment in Portsmouth. And then, Joe, in celebration of all things brackets, have you ever thought about a bracket of the top 64 Copa brands? Or I like this idea. Let's put a pin on that. I think that's going to be great for us to discuss this. I like this idea a lot. I really like this idea.
I'm sorry, but I only deal in hate brackets.
We just got done finishing the Dad Hate bracket. So it's we just got done doing, and of course, as he should have won, Art Modell got the number one spot as the number one douche canoe in the Dad Hate bracket. So Charleston River Ducks unveiled their new food item today. They're consistently in my top 10 of foodie ballparks. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking about some minor league stuff coming on in a second. Yep. But before we do that, Patrick, what are you wearing? What are we drinking?
Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well, and big shout out to the chat. I love that it's so active, so active already. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, I am drinking the Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream.
How is that?
It's not too bad. Not too bad. And I've got it in a red Solo cup. So there you go.
Red Solo
cup. I'll fill you up. And it is full.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, tonight I am wearing a hat that I got from my friends at Just Sports. It's an Arizona Wildcats hat. It's inspired by the new powder blue uniforms that the Arizona baseball team just released this year, or just unveiled this year. And now the jerseys don't say Cats on it. I mean, I think it says Arizona. Mr. Mary, you and Virgil can probably attest to that. I think it says Arizona on it actually, but the hat is certainly inspired by the baby blue jerseys, and it's got Arizona on the back. So that is what I'm wearing tonight, and I'm also wearing what we'll get into, my Toronto Blue Jays shirt. So go Jays!
I like it. As far as myself, I am wearing my Kent State. Excuse me, I apologize. I got things talking about. I got my Kent State hoodie, my Kent State hat. They are currently playing at the moment. They are up 69-64 with a minute left in the second. So getting a little, in the MAC tournament. They're under the number 3 seed. So, when it comes to MAC tournament, it's all bets are off. You know what I mean? When it comes to tournament season, and I love March Madness. My wife doesn't like it so much, but you know what? I'm all about it. So. And
it was really nice of you to flash that merch for them.
That's right. I like that. And then tonight, also drinking again, Maui Pineapple Mana, which is so yum.
Good choice.
Just, so delicious. All right, Mr. Producer.
Well, I have the Panthers Maple Leafs game on, so Joe might not be too happy because if he's a Maple Leafs guy. They're not doing too good.
Oopsie. I told you guys Darla went to the hockey game on Tuesday against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they won 4-1. So we were good with that score. So, Mr. Producer, you got a list of things that we want to talk about. Have at it.
Before that, but since we're talking about what we're watching, I am watching the SWAC Championship quarterfinals between Alcorn State and Bethune-Cookman.
I like
also keep an eye to see if Bethune-Cookman can run it to the final and make it to the tournament for the first year.
For the first time ever or first year?
First time ever.
First time ever. Okay. I like it.
Well, as y'all know, I don't really watch a lot of college basketball, but I'm ready to fill out my bracket so I can win again this year. So
I don't watch too much college basketball during the season. It's during March Madness. Yeah. That's when it's like we all go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an improbable run last year that you made, Mr. Mayor. I mean, you went from
I'm going back to back. Okay. I'm still waiting on my winnings. But
hey, I was in there until the end. But just came up short.
You did good though. I gotta hand it to you. You did the Darla pick. Oh, I like this mascot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this mascot.
Mm-hmm. That was my level of knowledge for sure.
I think
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he went with colors and animals. So
that's usually what Darla does. So
it works out for her. I really appreciate you not giving away my strategy, sir. Thank you so much. It's a very educated system.
What's up, Lynn?
As our listeners and watchers know, whatever we say, go opposite because based on our NFL picks, if we're picking animals and colors, do not go that way.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
We're very professionals on the show, as you guys already know.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I think out of everybody in this panel, I'm the one that watches the most college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But I will finish the worst because I'm the guy who will try to convince you that Omaha University is going to beat Duke in the first round.
Well,
hey,
you
listen.
should flag that game.
Wait, I was listening to the Sports Today, and Duke just lost 2 players. To I think one of them was like ankle injury, so it's not looking so good for Duke right now. So that's not good. They won, but
yeah, they're sitting out flag for the tournament. They've already said that. Whether he makes it to the NCAA or not, it's a whole other story. But that's a huge loss for Duke.
Yeah. Mrs. Influencer, it doesn't matter whether he's here or not. I always make Eric angry. So, by the way, Mrs. Influencer, what's up?
what's happening?
What's happening?
All right. Phil, I watched the Gamecocks defeat Oklahoma, aka North Texas, at the SEC Women's Tournament this past weekend. They deserve a number 1 seed. I wish I could tell you that I keep up with that. Just too many things to keep up with, Homie just got home. I love that. Yeah, that's amazing. We should change it to instead of influencer to homie.
Can we get Mrs. Influencer on instead of Eric? It would improve.
That would be
the show.
amazing.
I mean, since he does that to Donnie all the time and says, "Can we get Rhonda on instead of Donnie? We improve the show." I think we should do that for Mrs. Influencer over Eric.
I can tell you this: if we do a Mayor Hate tournament next year, Eric will be a higher 1 seed than he was in the Dad Hate tournament.
True story. True story.
Yeah.
True story.
I was going to make the hat. I'm going to make the hat hate tournaments for everybody now. The Mayor Hate tournament. Prospector.
I don't think I could come up with 68 that I hate. Not like Ed.
I don't have. No. I have more than 68.
For the mayor, you can go. You can make the who he knows tournament. I mean, you can get about 168 of those. That won't take long.
See, with Ed, I feel like I get an NCAA tournament, NIT, a CBI, maybe even a CIT with all the things that he hates.
100%. Absolutely.
That's a true story.
Yeah. There's a person, then there's leagues, and then there's so much. Clarence, Michael.
Clarence. Clarence is another splicer down here for another company, and that's a whole other topic. So
got it. All right. Got it. All right.
Inside baseball there, Michael.
Right. Mr. Producer, what you got for us?
Already 15 minutes in, I have to bring order to the show already. All right, so we've got some.
Hey, that's an improvement for.
It actually is an improvement. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah, it is. That just shows what a professional outfit we are.
Exactly.
I mean, let's not go that
Listen,
far.
I'm manifesting it. Okay, I'm manifesting it into existence.
Hey, McAfee's got nothing on us, man.
He doesn't. Of course, he doesn't.
He was calling for Daniel Jones. He's got some credibility to rebuild.
Oh God!
Anyways, I digress.
We may get a little talk about Indiana Groans later on. We'll find out. So we do have some logos to talk about, and some a lot more refreshed logos more than anything. But first, let's go to our friends over at St. Paul Saints with their new unveiling of the
timeout.
Yes,
timeout. You ready for this?
Is this a 30-second or a full timeout?
No, this is a full timeout.
Oh my goodness!
Oh! I know.
Listen, an upgrade in looks and personality and everything else.
Yeah.
Except it's the day before spring break and I look crazy, but that's okay. Eric says it's fine.
Girl, don't
1,000,000% upgrade already.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wait.
I'm wearing a Kansas City Royals hat.
There we go. Thank you.
And my husband just kind of threw me in here. So I have a Easton's water cup.
Oh, I like it. I love that hat. Is that a 47 cleanup?
This is actually a $5 hat from Sam's. It is made by fan favorite. So it's not as genuine.
I love it.
Hey,
it's a nice hat though.
Yeah, it's a very nice hat.
I like it.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is great. This is amazing. The show just got like 1,000 times better already.
It
did. It
I
did.
consider myself some comedic relief sometimes.
Yes.
I also was like, why didn't I get a hoodie sent to me?
It's over there with my winnings from last year's March Madness.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all are costing me a lot of money because I gotta get the producer. I gotta get the producer a hoodie too.
No, don't worry. I don't need one. If I wanted one, I could wear my husband's. It's fine.
True story.
Yeah.
I mean, it does fit, right? So
yeah, I mean, you can
it's
never
just
go
probably
wrong
too
with a
big
hoodie.
on it.
You can never go wrong with a hoodie.
Hell no. You know how many hoodies I got?
As many hats as you got? I thought this was crooked.
That is true story. Yeah. That is true.
But not anymore because inflation. So
yeah.
No, we don't. We go for the clearance stuff now.
I see another.
Whoa! Who is this we got here?
Oh my goodness!
Junior influencer.
Say hi,
baby.
Hey,
Easton. What's up,
what
buddy?
you eating, Easton?
A little bit of taco shop.
Taco shop.
Taco.
I love it.
I eat the same, the triangle thing.
The quesadilla.
Uh-huh.
Is it gone?
Not quite yet.
Okay. When
Not
it's gone,
quite yet.
tell Daddy you can have the cupcake from behind the air fryer. Go.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Cupcakes. That's what I'm
I love
talking
it.
about.
Look at
I
you
love it.
hiding them behind the air fryer.
I have my own wall.
Well, it's because you do have your own watch. Go. It's because he can climb up on the counters and get things from off the fridge now. The other day I came out and he's got like a green sucker. He's like, I got this from on top of the fridge.
Look what you started, Chat. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda, you tell him.
Yeah.
I mean,
and by
it's
the way,
only, it's only fair.
You ought to
man.
come get in here too.
Yeah. They're all
I
on
know.
edge, by the
Let's
way.
just bring it in. I love it. All
They're
right,
all
let's
on
talk. Let's ask Shannon some questions, some sports stuff here.
Okay.
So give us your teams for NFL. We already know NFL. Baseball is Kansas City, ain't it?
So, yeah. Go Chiefs.
Okay. What is college? I don't think we've heard about college.
Oh, okay. I root for this lesser known team. They wear America's brightest orange. We have a kind of a creepy old man with a big head. Go Pokes. I never thought he was creepy until I went to I had a friend. I didn't actually go to Oklahoma State because I lived in Stillwater and I didn't want to live there for the rest of my life. So I moved away. And one of my friends was like, Pistol Pete's a little creepy. And I was like, no. He comes to elementary schools and nursing homes. He's not creepy. And so that's when I learned Pistol Pete's kind of creepy.
He is kind of creepy.
Go Pokes. And then
he actually looks like Burt Reynolds from Smokey and the Bandit to me.
Right? He's handsome.
Ooh, Burt Reynolds. Wow, you went old school there. Phil, the dad had dessert bracket, cupcakes, cookies, ice cream. Man, we got way too many brackets to work on. I'm gonna have the producer working overtime, and then now we're definitely
we got too many brackets to work on. I didn't realize you were helping me with this, Ed.
I'm here for ideas. I'm here for ideas.
Well, I was gonna say he'll help you by answering questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
we all got a role to play around here. All right, buddy.
Yeah, that is true.
Dang, so much Eric slander tonight. There's not enough slander.
And I love
it.
He deserves
the slander
it.
comes from
Can I ask the much better half of the influencer family a question?
Absolutely.
First of all, Shannon, thank you so much for being on tonight.
Oh, you know.
Yes. I have to
Eric's eating taco shop, so he needed me. He said, "Go sit in there until I'm done."
Listen, he can keep eating. Just keep eating.
I had nachos today, Doritos nachos. For dinner.
So there was news about the Chiefs that about a certain Gardner Minshew being signed to be the new backup quarterback to Patrick Mahomes.
It's only a 1-year contract.
What do you think about that?
It just said 1-year contract.
Are you okay with it?
We got to have somebody in case something happens.
Right.
But I mean, we all know that Patrick Mahomes will be there for a while. He's keeping that dad bod nice and healthy.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Do you prefer like Minshew over like having Carson Wentz last year, or does it really matter? Or
I don't really think he's going to get to play that much. So I don't think it matters super much. I will say I do I enjoy Carson Wentz's morals because sometimes I think we need some of that, especially because maybe somebody tried to suffocate somebody else the other day. But she wouldn't leave his house apparently, but you probably shouldn't put hands on still. But so it is what it is. I just pray for the safety and health of my quarterback. That's probably not something I really need to be spending my prayers on, but I do get my blood pressure up a little bit. So
who doesn't get their blood pressure on it? You got a great quarterback. I don't. We've had 40 plus, as Patrick will keeps reminding me.
Yeah, but you never raise your blood pressure about it, right, Ed? Never.
No. And he's going on Jackie Robinson's baseball number with with courting other quarterbacks.
Bro, that's messed
anyway,
up. Why would you...
well, it's facts.
Stop
signing every quarterback known to man.
The bigger question is, do you have your stash ready for when he goes in a game to put your fake Minshew stash on?
I don't.
You better get one.
I just have a little blonde mustache that naturally always lives there. So don't worry.
So you spoke about the allegations. I won't go into necessarily those, but with that in place, I know the Chiefs re-signed Hollywood Brown. Are you happy about that and just hoping maybe for a healthy year for him?
I'm hoping for a healthy year because, he was supposed to do some big things, and then we didn't really get to see him play. So
yeah. Well, I think it's a worthy gamble to bring him back just to see what he can do because he's very talented when he's healthy.
Yeah, and I hear that Hunt and Worthy are going to be sharing rooms when they're on the road now. So
oh God.
I think it's funny. I'm sorry.
I miss Kareem Hunt in Cleveland. Cleveland kid, and good for him that he's doing good. He's making it to the Super Bowl, that stuff. I wish it would have been with Cleveland. But
do you miss Bailey Zappi too and Jameis?
All right. You didn't have to go there.
I did
not have to go
What about Brandon Weeden? Go Pokes.
Oh, Pokes. Go Pokes. Here's the deal. Brandon Weeden was the first time we ever got to watch a senior citizen still playing college football.
True story.
I mean,
and not die.
And not die.
Well, I mean, he almost did in Cleveland. There was no offensive line.
He was a worthy successor to the great Chris Winkie. First guy to go back to college at 28.
Because he was playing minor league baseball,
Blue Jay.
wasn't he?
Former Blue Jay.
He was playing minor league ball.
He was.
I think wasn't Whedon too? Didn't he come from the Rockies or something?
He did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Look at that. Look at us going back old school with all these stupid quarterbacks. Damn it. I'm going to play for Cleveland. Son of a...
Deshaun Kaiser.
I'm not mad.
They actually called me the other day and said, "Shan, would you like to come try to throw the ball?"
Anybody would at this point. Better than DTR.
DTR.
Better than DTR. Okay.
We know what's going to happen. The Eagles are going to release DTR, and the Browns will re-sign him, and they're going to say, "Hey,
they'll put him on the practice squad."
Yeah.
It would be such a Cleveland thing to do.
It would
for them to bring DTR back. It's just it would be.
But it's going to be after they sit Hurts for 2 games because they've already clinched the number 1 seed, and he balls out in those 2 games.
I hate you.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm trying to get on the bracket for next week.
Wait, I was about to say I don't remember Virgil's name being on there. As the creator, yes, but not like
no. Yeah, it's a creator, just a creator. No, I don't hate him. If I hate him, that would be wrong because then I get in trouble and then he won't do any brackets.
Yeah, I've been trying to work my way up the brackets because Mrs. Influence on your husband's bracket, I would make the entire tournament, but I'm working on getting my way.
I feel like I've got a good shot against you some days.
You're there, but you're good. Don't worry. Let me take a look here. Since you are here, and then this is part of that. We're going to be going over minor league logos. We're going to get your input on the first one.
Yes.
As I look at it, Mr. Producer, what are we going to talk about? The first one.
So the first logo we're going to look at is the St. Paul Saints Ghostly Gangsters logo.
Okay, and it's coming right now. This is the Ghostly Gangsters.
Oh. It's a little mob boss.
From the St. Paul Saints, which makes absolute sense. That they would
her insight's already demonstrably better than Eric's.
There you go. Guys, I like this one.
To me, this is a perfect like set of logos for like the Brooklyn Cyclones, not St. Paul, Minnesota.
But the story behind it.
Yes,
are there Irish ties?
Cool.
What are the ties for it? What
I
is
said,
the,
are there
the story?
Irish ties? You know, like just like a little mafia style.
I don't know the whole story, but and Virgil, you probably know it better than I do. But there was something about the gangsters that would pay off the police, and would promise to not. They commit crimes in certain parts of town, and then but they would make sure that the police would have agreements that they wouldn't do it in other parts of town, and so it was a really corrupt thing. And so.
So the thing to focus on this logo is actually on the hat, and that's Crooks Haven. Crooks Haven is what that St. Paul was known as during the 20s and early 30s, basically for that reason.
Guys, I'm gonna get that hat.
It's a great one.
That's an awesome hat.
Sorry, I know, Mrs. Inflor.
You were so budget friendly for so long.
I know. But look at the logo. Look at that hat.
I see it. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett plays for Cleveland now. Yes, Mike. Thanks for reminding me.
Yes, he does.
Tom, I'm stopping late, but you're talking QBs. Did you mock the Giants? Not yet.
No, because we haven't mocked the Colts yet. So
we haven't mocked the Colts or the Steelers. All right, but what do we say? Thumbs up on this one so far, on this logo?
2 thumbs up.
Oh, definitely.
I'm in.
I wouldn't buy the hat.
I wonder why.
That's why you exhibit much more discipline than the rest of us.
Yeah, than all of us put together.
I'm telling you guys, if Sam's doesn't have it for $5, it's not worth it.
It's not happening. All right, what's the next one?
All right, next one we have a Copa logo for Winston-Salem.
It's my time to shine. Stop.
No, you're.
Yeah, we want her. We don't want you.
I want now.
Ryan, but
All right, here we go.
Guys, ratings have tripled. I don't know if you've noticed that yet.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Insane numbers.
Ooh, I like this one. This one's fun. The color scheme's fun.
I like the color scheme.
Love the hat.
Let me show you guys the hat. There it is. What do you guys think?
Absolutely love that hat.
That's fantastic.
The actually the towers and the smoke for H for humo. So there it is.
So what we're saying is we want the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's funny is they released this yesterday on the day that their offices caught fire.
Yes.
Which was very weird.
I know.
They had to call the fire department in to put the fire up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's funny, but it's just ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not funny in a good way, funny in a strange way.
Yeah. Well, and luckily to allay anyone's fears, it was a small kitchen fire, but it's not going to inhibit any activities like the start of the season or any events coming up. So it was something
if you've been to Winston-Salem, the two towers, those two columns there stand out like a sore thumb.
They do.
I did actually take a tour. It's a beautiful ballpark, though. It's a beautiful ballpark.
Gorgeous. Yeah. It's a gorgeous ballpark.
They have chickens there in the back?
I think I did know that. Yes.
They actually have chickens. They have a team that came in and put chicken coop in the back, all the way back in the outfield.
Yep.
So the chickens got their own names and everything, and it's pretty cool. So there is that.
Are the names?
I haven't been there. I haven't been there for a Dash game. I've been there for a Disco Turkeys game year before last.
I got you. All right. On we go to number 3.
So now this is the last, well, not the last logo, but kind of like one of the newer ones. We got the Marlboro Shorebirds with their Sherman logo merchandise series.
By the way, I'll let you know that the Cubs also just released their Copa rebrand. Oh, the Copa.
That's on the list.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I got ahead of myself. I apologize.
It's okay. Well, Patrick's already talked about Gardner Minshew, so I have nothing for the NFL now.
Oh, thanks. There it is.
Well, I'm not good for anything if not to ruin it. So,
what do we think, guys?
I love it.
I like it. I don't know if I would get it, but I like it.
Their normal logo is such a realistic bird that I like this characterized bird better.
So much better. This so screams minor league.
Yes,
I love it.
Are they affiliated with Baltimore?
Yes,
Yes.
They are.
Are they?
they are indeed.
Eric said no. Patrick immediately said yes. Eric said no. You immediately said yes. I believe Patrick. Because
They are affiliated.
they are
I
affiliated.
don't even know who it is. I can't
Oh.
see it.
Well, then why are you being?
Here.
Never mind. Okay,
There.
so here's what I
There,
really
Eric.
like then. You ready? Because I've got good insight on this one. Well, obviously the bird kind of looks like the Baltimore Orioles bird, but because he's orange, really, that's the only reason. But I really enjoyed the Baltimore City Connect, even though I mean I don't really just because I liked the colors. I pick out my merchandise the same way that Patrick and Donnie pick out their March Madness brackets. And so if you were to put that up against like the Baltimore City Connect, you would easily be able to tell that that they go together. So I like the cohesion of it all as well.
That's a really good insight because I didn't even
pretty
think
cool.
about
You. And Eric tried to kick me off. He
No,
said,
that's
"Move."
seriously, that's really good insight. I didn't even think about those different colors, like the different feathers underneath the hat, kind of going with the City Connect. That's really good insight.
Yeah, because the City Connect has those colors on the sleeve of the
Correct.
MLB jersey. Virgil.
I hate to interrupt this, but I saw something in the comments and I had to verify if it happened or not. And if it's happening, then
It is.
baby boy's returning home.
He is.
He's returning home. He is going to win Pittsburgh a championship. Mark it down, Ed. It's going to happen.
Dude, don't get me started. I had tried to erase that from my memory. Yes, he signed. Was it a 2-year contract?
2 years.
Cheers.
I wonder what school he's from.
I'm trying to think.
No,
It'll hit sooner or
Coming to
later.
me.
Oh,
It's coming to me.
Yeah, with a
Yeah, go Pokes.
with a hole in his head from a helmet. So
Why
whatever, dude.
Why you gotta be like this?
Because he earned it. That's why. Why would you try to talk shit to a? Have you seen that man without a shirt? That dude is like chiseled like a freaking Greek god. Why would you go against that?
Are you talking about Millions Garrett?
Millions, Gary? That's right. That dude is getting paid.
I think Rudolph wants the retribution. He saw that Garrett decided to stay in Cleveland. He's like, I want back in that.
He wants the dent on the other side of the head. That's what it is.
Man, he
wants
wants
to
to
even it
Oklahoma
out.
State for an education.
I mean, nobody does, right? I mean, look at Tyreek. He was like, I'm just here to jump off a balcony and then never claim Oklahoma State again.
I believe you mean Western Alabama alumnus. Tyreek
That's
Hill.
what I mean. That's
not
what I mean.
the other school. We don't talk about that.
Not I
Oh, God.
my pregnant girlfriend and then broke an ankle jumping off a balcony.
What an idiot.
Oh.
But look,
Oh.
he's fast now. We all refer to him as the cheetah, right? Or
True story. Well, he's no longer your problem, so you know.
Yeah.
he wants back so bad.
Yeah, he does.
He
Yeah,
does. He's like, I want rings too.
Like I said, we
He
got
did,
Daryl
man.
Washington, the tight end, to take on Millions Garrett.
Oh, terrible. All right,
Gentlemen,
I'll
it's
give me
been
that.
fun, but I think my husband's gonna try to divorce me if I don't.
Mrs.
Let him
Influencer,
have
it
his
was an
time.
honor.
You know,
Mrs. Influencer, thank you for
Yes.
getting on. You made our night.
he really wants to come back and just
You
do
don't
this
have
all
to
night.
leave.
We'll see ya.
Oh wait, he's back. No, it's me.
Okay.
Joking. Here he is.
Great impression.
That's
Oh,
pretty
man.
good.
She's
That was
seen
pretty
it
good.
enough. She can pull it off.
I know, right? Oh my God. We'll let him get in and everything. All right. While he is coming back, Mr. Producer, off we go on the next
All
one.
right. So now we got. I'm going over to the Buffalo Bisons. Now, with their reverse retro hats that they released.
I'm looking for it because it is.
Yep.
I love the
such a-
sliding bison.
The sliding
Man.
bison's great.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
I wanted to get that one at some point in the past.
Hello,
when they were
Mrs.
out.
Influencer. We got to change that there, buddy, but it's okay.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
buddy.
Is this what they call a letdown?
Oh, here we go. Let's just keep going. There's the first cap. I like this one.
I do too.
That is a fantastic
Yeah.
hat.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then here's
I like
the
the
next
flying
one.
V that they threw in there.
I know, just like a little,
Yeah.
But what do we think of that one?
It looks like a different color scheme of the ballers, but it's very cool.
True.
If you see that, would you guess that's a buffalo hat?
No.
Yeah.
No.
because their B is that right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it just doesn't make any sense. But I like that one. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I prefer the sliding bison to the B.
Who doesn't though?
I just
Wearing
feel like
that old
everyone's
school
going to the block. I feel like everyone's going to the block font.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
What's up, Eric?
Oh, now you're interested?
But I told you to. I'm just here, buddy. I'm here for
Just
you.
welcoming you.
I've heard all your comments,
What? We would never do such a thing.
especially that dude that has a cat on his hat.
That's awkward.
Now you know why I don't like you.
You act like I have ever doubted that you don't like me.
No,
I'm
man.
well aware of this.
This is a major upgrade. It's so much better having you on. Let's see your thoughts on the Chiefs. Let's get your thoughts on.
Whoa. Mm-hmm.
Dude, she gave a breakdown on the Chiefs like nobody's business.
She
True
did.
story.
It is really nobody's business. You're correct.
All right. But thumbs up on the hats then. I mean, 1.5. You know, because like I mean, the second one, the
one
B's
up.
okay.
Well, yeah, 1.5.
All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Producer.
So
Next
next
one.
up, we've got some Copa refreshes. We're going to start with Fort Wayne.
Okay. So Fort Wayne did a refresh, and there it is. That's a refresh.
Yeah,
That's
I
bright.
like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I
I
like
think
it
it
a
is.
lot.
I love the hat with the bright green face and everything. Yeah.
I'm
The
telling
green.
you, I know you guys are gonna hate me on this one, but if that hat was black with that neon green logo,
Yeah.
you know how much it would pop, right? Oh my god! I hope they come out with a black version of this because I will so get that
Yeah.
one.
I'll be honest though, but for the Copa program, I really like the yellow instead. I don't know.
So,
that I
no, I'm with you for Copa. Absolutely, it works. Bright colors. You're right.
Yeah.
They might do a black dad hat with it on there. That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Oh, yeah,
Or stone.
I can certainly see them doing like other colorways with it.
I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. What do you think, Eric? You're muted.
She comes in here and messes everything up with my settings and everything, trying to sabotage me. The hat itself, I'm not a huge fan of, but I like the color of the jersey with the yellow and green kind of mixed in. So the jersey I like a lot better than I do the hat.
I don't mind the hat. I really don't, but I get why they went with the bright color, right? Because it's obviously, Copa, but like I said, if it was a black one, boy oh boy.
See, I really like, and I know your favorite team is the Savannah Bananas. When they did what was it, Patrick, the Ripe, they had the jerseys that were part yellow, part green.
Yeah.
For the guys that weren't like full bananas yet.
Mhm.
Those
Correct.
I thought were cool jerseys, kind of slightly different color variation, but similar to this. And so that's kind of what it remind me of. But yeah, I like the colors on the jersey.
Okay.
That's a good call. I didn't think about that. That's good.
The only negative to me with that bright yellow is that it looks like a lemon, not an apple, because
Yeah.
it looks so much
I
yellow.
can see that. Yeah.
And when I first looked at it, I was like, "Oh wow, that's like a lemon," and I'm like, "That has nothing to do with their logo being an apple." So, and I see the
can see that.
luchador has a green face, so he looks like a green apple, but I don't know, the yellow just throws off the idea that it's an apple to me.
Although there are golden apples too, though.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
lemon.
Yeah.
I know.
You can't stretch that one.
I know. And I know. Well, no, but
I mean, good for you for trying. Good for you.
No, I'm saying there are yellow apples, but you're right. It is
You're
more
right.
commonly a lemon color. I mean, let's face it.
All right. Mr. Producer.
All right, and also another team with a Copa refresh, also in Indiana, we have South Bend.
Where is? Oh, by the way, well, I just wanted to show you guys, give you guys a little bit of another look on the jerseys.
Yeah, I like that. I'm with Eric. I like that ombre design on the jersey too.
Oh, look, the yellow apple.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, you guys thought it too. No, you really didn't. But see, there's the yellow apples. Like I told you.
We're done. All right. And the other one was what you said?
South Bend.
Okay. looking for you, South Bend. There you are. So this was more of a refresh as well.
No. Well, it's a new hat colorway. I mean,
Yeah.
It's the same logo as last year. It's just a different colorway.
All right, and just so for my non-Spanish speaking friends, it is Cabritos Maldichos.
Cabritos Maldichos.
There it is. So there it is. There's the hat.
Thank you, Professor Rivera.
You're welcome. And there's the jersey.
I like this hat. This one I like the yellow and the light blue. I've got the navy blue hat from last year with this on it.
You know they never released a dad hat in this one.
Really?
I don't have this.
I was with you looking for one. I think I ended up getting 3930.
Yeah, because the first year that South Bend had this logo, they had a completely different logo to this.
Mm-hmm.
It was not really well received. I mean, the goat
and that's why it
like
didn't last.
Yeah, it had like because it was like, isn't this like the crazy goat or something like that?
Yeah.
And then it almost had like an eye that looked like a target almost.
Yeah, it looked weird because it was
Yeah.
a sideways goat instead of
Yeah.
like the forward-facing goat. It was a little weird.
Yeah, and I know that they were eager to redo it, and so I do like this new one.
Yeah. What do you think, Eric?
See, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a huge fan of yellow because I'm not a huge fan of the colors on this one either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The yellow and the lighter blue, I don't know. Just I feel like doesn't go well together. So to me, I'm not a big fan of it.
I got you. I can see that.
I know what you're talking about though, because there's been like I think about like the Hickory Crawdads last year when they had like the red and black hat with their Marvel design, and then they switched to like that snapshot blue.
Well, have you seen the Wind Surge second Marvel that color? I never got that hat. I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I don't. I guess hate yellow, but maybe I do because I'm just not. I don't know. I'm just not feeling these yellow hats that we've been looking at.
And that's fine. I mean, it's sometimes if it doesn't go with the logo very well, you wonder why in the world did they choose it, right? I mean, it's a sound point.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Producer, anything?
I'm kind of I don't like the color scheme for it.
It's all right. I mean, it's very muted. I like the logo better than the other one.
Yeah.
But as far as the color, I see that. I see what you guys are saying there.
Yeah. I'm a bad person to ask. I just like bright colors, period. So it doesn't really matter if it matches or not. I just like bright colors.
But I feel like the light blue bill and the red just contrast. I don't feel like they really mix well on that.
Yeah. Whereas last year, I think the one last year really meshed well with the color scheme. I think last year it was navy on top, and then like the sky blue was on the bill, if I remember correctly. So I agree that, and that's where kind of Ed, like what you were talking about earlier with the darker hat making the colors pop. I can see what they're talking about, like that. Even though I don't love navy hats because everyone does navy, with bright colors it can make it pop. So I can understand why.
Correct.
Why people think that.
And I don't know if it's the resolution on my monitor, but the yellow of the hat matched yellow on the jersey. It looked like they were two different yellows.
Yeah, they were.
They were okay.
I don't know if you were going to talk about this one, but I also wanted to point that out. That's beautiful.
That one's not on my list, so
yeah,
that's the one that Donnie shared earlier today, right?
Yeah, Donnie shared every single head. Don't you know
every single one of these?
Yeah, it's Donnie's fault.
Donnie?
And he sends everything through Instagram messages as well. It's like,
I know.
We have a chat. Like, he doesn't know how to share an Instagram story to text.
No, I do. I for whatever reason I clicked that one there. I don't know why.
Yeah, he doesn't even include Virgil. So sorry, Virgil.
That's okay.
Virgil does have an Instagram, but it's fine.
I know.
So would you
add it to the group? Would
you dip that corny dog in quesos de Frisco? Ed? No.
That's a great question.
In corn dog dipped in cheese? That sounds pretty good.
I would do corn dog and cheese, mustard for sure.
So I've actually seen the Rough Riders play as the corny dogs at least once, maybe twice. The first time I saw them, they had a Corny Dogs pair of socks giveaway. And so I have some Corny Dogs Rough Rider socks. So I like that logo.
What about this one?
That was the next one on my list. The Wilmington Blue Rocks new alternate hat.
I'm a fan of this one.
Yeah, that one.
cool.
I like that one better.
Does this not scream the Southern Illinois Miners to you? May they rest in peace.
Who?
The Southern Illinois
exactly.
Miners. The Southern Illinois Miners.
I'm with you, but who?
Well, they had the pickaxe. They had the pickaxe for their hat.
Yeah, over your head.
Would this look good like it is now, or on a different color?
Ooh.
Like, because don't they use kind of what's that shade of green that they use? Kind of like there at the top part of that.
The Mr. Celery color.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think it would look? It's better that it's on like a darker navy, or
Yeah, I like it on a darker navy because of the green.
I
You know what I mean?
have to change the outline if they were going to change the green. That,
Right.
Or put a black outline around the whole
Yeah.
thing, and then it will be like, all right, we see that. But because the way that it is designed right now, it only fits on a navy blue hat.
put this on a yellow hat like everything else we've had tonight?
Yeah, right.
If I'm a UTEP's baseball team, I would find a way to borrow this.
Right? I'm such a massive fan of this one. I love this one. Out of all the hats so far, this one and the Gangsters one, my top two. So
I'd probably put Winston-Salem one for me, honestly.
I'm okay with the Winston-Salem one.
So, and there's also a tease from Trenton
Yep, I saw that.
that will be revealed on April 2nd.
Trenton is doing a tease, and then also the Iron Pigs was doing a tease.
We talked about the Iron Pigs one Tuesday, and I don't think there's a date on that one yet.
Nope.
No, they talked about a national day coming up. I looked on the calendar to see if I could think of something that it might be tied to. I'll have to circle back to that because I can't remember what they were. I looked at them Tuesday.
For them, it could be
like this weekend. There's something.
For them, it could be literally any national day at this point.
True
Story. It could be National Booger Day, and then they would definitely like do something. It's just how the Iron Pigs do it. I got you. I got you, Patrick. Hold on.
So tomorrow is National Pie Day, P-I pie. I could see them being the kind that would tie into that. But then there was also, I think, on Saturday.
Tomorrow is a National Steak and something else day.
I don't think it's going to be for that, Ed.
No.
It's also National Potato Chip Day tomorrow.
I'm so happy that you know about that. Like, it's not going to be about that, Ed. But that's the Southern.
There's also National Corn Dog Day on Sunday. I don't know if they would do something with corn dog. That was another one that color scheme kind of maybe lended it to a little bit.
6 and 7/8. That'll fit Donnie perfect.
Good God, no, it won't. That squeezed my brain.
It squeezes all of us, but I like the new the Wilmington one better.
Oh yeah.
So do I like the color scheme better.
So, all right, producer. Anything else?
So the last little notable bit of minor league baseball news is not really a logo, but more of a transaction that happened with DBH acquiring the Dayton Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
It just keeps
just another
keeps going.
Yep. Just keeps. It's what we've been saying. Here's another one. Like, at what point are they going to say, all right, like, it's either Major League Baseball is going to be like, you guys are done, or you know what I mean, like, or is DBH going to be done? Like, what is that the stopping point when they're going to say, all right, enough is enough?
Well, I think when we talked about it last time, or not last time, but a while back, and we started looking at the numbers and the percentage of how many teams they could own, it was around 40 something teams or 50.
So they're getting
50.
close.
Yeah, so there's a number they can't go over legally
That is true.
based on what we know, but I can't remember what the number is. But we should start. That's a watch we should start. Figure out what that number is, put where they're at, and see how many more teams that they can actually acquire before they hit the number. Start doing a pull sheet on that one.
First, really quick on Instagram, Lynn says that Wabasha Caves, where gangsters hung out. That's where the gangster used to hang out. So there you go. I'll be in the Twin Cities next month. And then who doesn't TBH own? Says Lynn. I was like, that's a true story. So Greenville Drive and Augusta Green Jackets are both having their fan fests this Saturday.
Okay.
There you go.
And they are at 41, by the way, including Dayton today.
Okay, so we're at 41.
I'm sorry, my bad. Not including Dayton today, 42.
So 42. So what's the number? What's the cutoff number?
Where did you guys hear? Okay. Here we go. The goal is for the company to reach the current MLB limit of 50 teams.
50. Okay. So they're 8 away.
They're 8 away.
Well, I don't know if you guys caught this, but I mean, DBH just passed the number of Browns quarterbacks that they've had since 1999.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, Patrick. They still have to sign one because I'm pretty sure Pickett's not going to be the starter.
Well, I mean, they are courting Russell Wilson, so could they equal the number of DBH teams?
Not get me started on the NFL. I've been trying to be good, and you're going to get me started on this.
What's that? Oh, sorry, got a stir over here. My bad.
Oh.
No, but you said 41, and I was like, wait a minute.
I know.
That number sounds familiar.
Yep. I bet you will sign Russell Wilson.
Or Aaron Rodgers, whatever comes first.
No, Aaron Rodgers is either Pittsburgh or New York Giants. And why would any team, again, at this point, why would any team want this dude?
Desperation.
Maybe Tommy DeVito. Who knows?
If Tom's still on here, what is he hearing about his Giants? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, Tom, I want to know because that's your team, baby. Did you see the report show that no one wants to go, no like notable player wants to go to play at New York right now because of the GM?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Damn, that's bad. By the way, this is for you.
That's
Eric.
how Jacksonville was. I mean, they found out real quick their GM was the problem. They weren't getting anybody, so they got rid of him.
Yes, sir. So we'll see.
You need to get the coconut hiwa.
I know.
English brown ale for me tonight.
I told you about the. There you go. I told you about the Bulu, the pineapple / coconut beer that Boulevard did with collaboration with Tech 9. That thing was so good.
2 good flavors right there.
Yep.
You drank that on the show, didn't you? No,
it hasn't been out for a few years, but Tech 9 collabed. Since he's from Kansas City, he collabed with Boulevard out of Kansas City, and they made a coconut pineapple beer that was really, 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 really good.
Ooh, yeah, you must have made reference to it on a show because I know I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about it on Tuesday.
Then, well, that's why I remember it then.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
You know, my memory's not that good.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Producer, what you got?
So that's it for minor league baseball.
Okay.
For NFL topics, I only really had 2. One was the Gardner Minshew one that we already talked about. And 2, just wanted to feel sorry for the poor intern for the Indianapolis Colts that had to send out that Daniel Jones tweet.
Indiana.
Why?
It's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm with it.
Do you have that? You could pull up just for the listeners.
I'm looking it up right now. Did they take it out?
Nah, surely not.
Sure, they didn't take it down.
There it is. Here it is, boys. This is funny. Share screen. Here we go. Indiana Jones.
And you know my comment. Said Harrison Ford is a better quarterback than what Daniel Jones is. Tech 9. Shannon got that.
Love it. Love that.
What do you think? Give me your what do you think, Prospector? What do you think?
What, having the two worst quarterbacks with the worst QBR ratings in the last 2 years?
And by the way, the Browns don't even have that.
I know.
Putting that out there.
I know. I mean, God knows you've had 41 quarterbacks, and somehow you don't end up
Don't
in this
have
situation.
that. That's not on my bingo card.
Golly. And the worst part is 14 million fully guaranteed.
Whew. Michael, don't feel bad. Insiders saying that if the Steelers miss out on Rodgers, Jameis Winston could be in play.
I would take Jameis Winston at the Colts in a second over Daniel Jones.
Well, who wouldn't, first of all? But I want to go on this real quick. May I?
Go ahead.
Sure should.
The Browns have commitment issues. No kidding. The fact that like everybody's like, oh my God, look at Aaron Rodgers and his blanket and his headphones all by the beach. Fuck off. Okay, he's doing it for you guys. He's doing it to, because he wants the attention on him. And you guys are all giving it to him. If you stop showing pictures about it, we will all just be happier. I'm done.
That picture reminds me of the song, Everybody Hurts, Everybody Cries.
Okay, yep, there it is.
That song came out when Donnie got his second job.
I think I saw the first performance of that song.
Totally agree. I have the idea of Rodgers to the Steelers. Oh God.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Ed, could you
Doctor,
imagine?
we need a doctor.
Well done, Donnie. Well done. I
Ed,
deserve that.
can you
I
just
deserve
imagine-
that, first of all. Second of all, that was hilarious.
Ed, can you just imagine a QB room that has Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine one that has Aaron Rodgers and Kenny Pickett?
No, it's not happening. I'm telling you, it's not happening. We imagine a room where is a quarterback room, Deshaun Watson and Kenny Pickett. How's that?
Yeah. Imagine one with Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Oh, wait, that happened.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, if we ever get back to dumpster fires of the week, ladies and gentlemen, the Indianapolis Colts are back.
Virgil, do you have an NFL team?
No,
Do you have an NBA team or MLB team?
no.
Why do we have a producer that has no teams? Like, we can't make fun of his teams if he doesn't have one. So assign him one.
He's impartial. He keeps us on track.
I'm actually surprised that you don't have a team.
Let's see.
No, I just don't.
They don't have anything in Alabama, so he's just like,
He's a Jets fan. He's an Angels fan.
Oh dear Lord! Please mute him.
Detroit
Just mute-
Pistons.
Detroit Pistons fan. He's like Cade Cunningham all the way.
Listen, I love watching Cunningham. Don't get me wrong, but for NBA, I'm Thunder. That's not budging.
NFL 25-26, the Arch Manning sweepstakes.
Why do you like Cunningham?
Go Pokes.
Hey,
Are you at least a Birmingham Stallions fan?
Yeah, I'll watch Birmingham Stallions games.
Okay.
which
All
is, by
right,
the way,
there we
that's
go.
coming up here pretty soon.
What about the Birmingham Legion?
I have not gone to a Legion game yet. That's something I need to actually do.
I miss my my Seattle Sea Dragons.
You gonna make fun of them again?
I do. I will. If they come up with that ugly ass logo, I will sure make.
They
fun
are
of them.
supposed to be coming back.
But they better not bring that ugly ass logo back. Mrs. Influencer, always welcome in the kingdom.
Hey, Virgil, note this for 2026. The clip art Seattle logo, he does not like at all.
Seattle logo noted.
Have you seen it?
Pull it up.
I feel like I remember talking about this before when I was actually in the chat.
Mr. Influencer, am I wrong, or isn't Samantha from episode 128 a Chiefs fan?
Yep, big Chiefs fan.
That's
Then
what I
I'm a
thought.
huge Chiefs fan. I don't know what you're
That's
talking
what I
about.
thought. Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
For the record, I actually did watch the Chiefs quite a bit when they did have Tyreek Hill, but not as much anymore.
I love how that just came back to memory for you.
Well,
oh, by the way, I remember I put in a lot of
They're
time.
on TV here every week, so.
I'm trying to look for the logo here so I can show it to you because it is just, it's something. Here we go. And this is just for you, Mr. Producer, just for you. That little puppy right there. Look at that thing.
Yeah, the first one was so much better.
Oh my goodness.
And then of course he calls him out on Twitter. Or was it Instagram? Or both?
Twitter. This was the first one. And then that helmet, it was the white helmet. That, oh my God, it was such
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Right. So this was the original logo.
Is that?
I don't know what just happened, but there it is.
Yeah, see, that was a much better logo there.
That reminds you a little bit of the Alton River Dragons.
Is that one there for Temu?
That's Temu, yeah. That's Temu right there. So I made fun of him and a lot on Twitter. Tagged them and everything.
Yeah, you did.
Did you get a response?
I got a response from them.
I couldn't remember. I thought you did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ed loves a social media battle.
So, which owner's kid do you think made that logo?
No.
The dude that owns Iron Monk Brewing.
I was just thinking the same thing.
No, I was gonna say the one that he didn't like.
Eric, I plan on going there Monday. The Monday I'm in, the Monday after I'm in Wichita, so I'm gonna have to find that can again.
We might have it here, but I mean, you should be able to find it there at the brewery. But I think I haven't checked recently, but we typically get it here. But I mean, the brewery's good. I like going there. I usually try to stop anytime I'm in Stillwater, but just so funny when we were touring it. And she's like, "What kid?" There she goes. What kid drew this logo? It was like the owner.
Don't just seem rude.
No, I plan on stocking up while I'm there, so let's see for that. Sure.
They usually have in the fridge that you can take like 4-pack, 6-packs.
Mm-hmm.
They have pretty much all the sports. They have for like baseball, they have a can that's got the baseball pinstripe jersey, and then they got like tennis and basketball and stuff. So the 1890 original, you'll have to look, but they probably will have the one that has the pinstripes on it for the baseball with the swinging pistol, Pete.
Yeah, I know when
you sent me one of those too.
When I looked at the logo, I saw they had the wrestling singlet one. I'm not even going to apply that.
Oh my God. That was good.
So baseball preview.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say baseball, huh? Guys, all right. So really quick, just wanted to make sure that I'm also just wanted to put this out there that this show is brought to you by All Forward Baseball Company, as you guys can see at the top right out here. Our good sponsor of the show. Code Dad Hat for 10% off at your checkout. And then also, if you get and sign up for the stickers, you use code DHC and you will get it for $3 instead of $4. So wanted to make sure that we support our good friend over at All Forward Baseball Companies. Their shirts are awesome. Their hoodies, their hats. You know which one I still have to get from him? The Kikiangas. I gotta get me a Kikiangas, either hat, shirt, something from him. So love it. All right, are we ready? We're gonna bring this to the stage right here. DHC Sports Show MLB preview compiled by the guy who knows the least about MLB out of the group.
Speaking of which, you said earlier, Virgil, probably correctly, the panel at the time you probably knew the most or watched the most college basketball.
Yes.
But that was because I wasn't on here, right?
Exactly. That's why I said at the time, because I knew you were going to say something.
Okay. Just making sure. I heard that.
Calling you out, all right? All right. So tonight we're going to go with one division. We're going to start with the American League East. American League East is where two of our co-hosts here have a team, the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Baseball talk. I'm out. Good show, guys. I gotta love the honesty from Mike. Yeah, at least you showed up, man. Thank you for showing up. And then we'll see you probably next week when we talk some more football, and then you can jump out when we start talking baseball. All right, so but we're gonna stay with this slide right here because this is where last year's standings was at. All right, the Yankees ended up at 94-68 and made it all the way to the World Series just to choke in the 5th inning of Game 6. Game 5. The Orioles 91-77. They were the wild card. Red Sox 81-81, finished at 500. Rays 80-62. Wait, 81-81. That was their record. And then what's up with the Rays? What's the Rays supposed to be 80-82?
I screw up something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's only 142 games.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be 88-82, and then Blue Jays 74-88, and that finished in the basement.
The Rays forfeited a lot of games, so
we're about to talk about that in a little bit. But because the Blue Jays ended up in last place, I will start with the one who ended up at the top, Mr. Mayor. Talk to me about your team. Overall, your thoughts of 2025 into 26. I think we're 2024 into 25.
Well, I think we're going to finish where we finished last time. So
here we go, Eric. Good. Here we go.
Probably a few more wins. I think we might get triple digits. We'll see. No, I don't know. I think. I mean, I'm not as down on the fact that we're losing some of these guys.
You mean everybody?
I could care less about Stanton. Cole. I mean. Yeah, Cole being out isn't great, and but I think we can cover that. Heel, I'm more concerned about that, but he's only going to be out 3 months, so I think we'll have him come back in mid-season and help. So I don't think it's as bad as people want to seem to make it because of these guys being out all of a sudden. I like that Dominguez is going to be in the outfield. I like our team. I think we've made some good moves, and I think we've picked up some depth in the bullpen or in the pitching staff. So I'm hopeful that we will continue to make a run at first place. I'm not sure where Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore is a good young team. They didn't do any splashy moves, but they're solid. So I think it'll be possibly between the two of us, and that's no slight on anybody else. I think the Jays are going to be doing way better than the Rays. I know Patrick's probably going to poo-poo on that, even though they're his team. But I'm not sure about the Red Sox. I mean, they made some decent moves. They picked up some guys, but I don't know if that's going to help them. Honestly, I think it could finish similar to this, or possibly Orioles first, Yankees second, if I'm being honest.
Okay, all right. So the fact that they lost so many players does not concern you at all?
The Yankees losing a lot of players? No. Mm-hmm. I think we lost what we needed to. I think we I mean, not saying like Cole in there, but I think the roster change out.
So trimming some fat, what you're saying?
Yeah, a little bit. All
right. Eric is laughing at you.
There's a couple of guys I wish we were keeping right now, and maybe there's always
like Virgil,
like Jones. No, God, you see, he might go to Kansas City.
That's fine. We'll use him, and he'll actually be good for us.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
I mean, like I wish we had Jones and Lombard Jr. In the lineup, but yeah, I think not starting out with them is probably okay. I think they'll crack the lineup at some point soon, and that'll give us even better depth and a little bit better younger team.
Mm-hmm.
But I like where we're at. I like all of the other guys. I think we'll be pretty good with. Just drew a blank on first base right quick, but
Rizzo.
Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Bye, Virgil.
Yeah, I think he'll do okay.
Virgil, we
with
just
Greg
lost
Bird.
Virgil.
He couldn't stand all this nonsense talk. He's not even a baseball fan, and it's like, what is this talk about all the Yankees and
What is this
He sounds-
nonsense?
He better come back. We don't know what to talk about now.
Patrick?
So anyway, that's my take. I think, like I said, I think we're okay as a team. I think we'll be younger, maybe more consistent.
That's outstanding.
So anyway,
that is outstanding.
The fact gold right there. You know,
that's getting a star. I was going to say
it's already got a star. I just gave it.
That gets a star.
And is this starting to be Val delusional talk where he thinks, oh, we're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
They mean nothing. He's starting to be delusional like our friend Val when she starts getting crazy with her talk here.
I don't know. Hers is conspiracy. I'm not talking like, Manfred is already placed us in first place and it's all
basically.
deal.
I mean, according to you, maybe.
Yeah. If Aaron Boone is leading a team to a first place finish, you had to at least question it.
Well, I wish Boone was gone too. I mean, that's another one.
He's not going anywhere. He got that extension.
I know. And see, that's the only other thing. Like, I wish we'd got rid of Stanton years ago. I don't think Boone's a great manager. I think he causes more problems for us than he
got an extension.
He helps. So
he's not going anywhere after this season either. He got an extension.
I know. It sucks, but
anyway,
let me step aside. Y'all want to hear y'all's take on this division because I know it's going to be totally different.
Well, absolutely. Patrick.
Yeah.
Thoughts on your team before we give our thoughts.
Well,
take your time.
I don't think we're going to be as good as the Yankees. I will tell you that.
The Rays, or the Red Sox, or the Orioles.
I don't know. Like I think we could be better than the Rays. I'm looking at like a fourth place finish for the Blue Jays. I think. I mean, we'll get into like where we think they're going. The lineup I'm really happy with the rotation if they can stay healthy. Like Mike Scherzer has had a really good spring so far, but you have to question. I mean, he has. The numbers speak for themselves. He's had a good spring. It's a very low sample size. I understand that. It's a small sample size, there was a problem with his thumb that we were worried about, but luckily it was good news that it wasn't any nerve damage that he's been dealing with. But when he's pitched really well so far this spring. So to add that to a rotation that's already been pretty reliable, I'm excited about that. And I think if you have a good rotation, you can at least stay in ball games. The problem is what it was for the Blue Jays last year, which was the lineup. They added Santander, which I'm happy about, but they didn't add a whole lot other than that in terms of pop in the lineup. And I'm worried about the inability to score enough runs to support the pitching staff. Jimenez is a good pickup, I think, for defense, but this was a team that won the team Gold Glove last year, so defense wasn't exactly something you needed to improve. But George Springer is a concern. He's had a bad spring, and I don't think it's going to get much better in the regular season. I think he's kind of on the other side of his career. There's a couple young guys I like. I think Will Wagner has a chance to be an X factor for this team. It'd be nice to see Davis Schneider have a bounce back year. When he's on, he plays really well. Alan Roden is a guy that I'm excited about. Whenever he's gotten a chance to play, he's got some pop in his bat. So I think he could be an important piece for this team. Maybe not to start the season, but I think as the season goes on, Ernie Clement's another guy. I mean, we have a lot of guys that can play multiple positions, and Miles Straw of all people has had a decent spring. I don't know that will translate to the regular season, but I mean, if we had to take on that contract, at least he's doing something so far. And we've improved the bullpen, so I'm excited about that. But I still think that the Orioles were already going to be good. The Yankees have added good signings and improved. The Red Sox have added some good signings and have improved. So I'm going for a 4th place finish. I know Joe says that, yeah, and I agree. John Schneider has to go. I think that Atkins needs to go, and I think that Shapiro needs to go. I think they just need to clean house. But I'm gonna go for a 4th place finish for them. But yeah, overall, it's I don't think they're going to be as good as the Yankees or the Orioles or the Red Sox.
I just want to point that out. They just said that Scherzer has had a good season, and a good preseason so far, right? Spring training.
Yeah.
The last time he pitched a full season, 23.
Yeah.
So
I didn't say anything about the full season. I said he's had a good spring. I said if he can stay healthy, I think it will be a boon to the rotation.
That's if.
Yeah, it is. And I never said I've never tried to suggest that it wouldn't be. I'm going based on what I see now, and he's had I'm hoping that since he's had an off season to really heal, that maybe it'll translate to something, but only time will tell. I mean, all it takes is one bad pitch. So I have to be hopeful because the season hasn't even started yet as far as the regular season. So
right.
I've got to at least be hopeful.
I got you. So we'll see. I mean, again, it's all
he ranks in the top 10 in the spring as far as whiff rate, which I know is a stat that is only in the spring, but that's at least encouraging. And Jays fans have to look at anything to try to be positive.
At this point, you got to look at, try to hold on to anything because like the notes here, right? Blue Jays, Vladdy Jr. finished the season as a Blue Jay. We don't know that. We don't know.
No, and I think if I had to tell you right now, I don't think he will.
They were $50 million apart, apparently.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't get that.
I mean, I can speculate about it at the end of the day. It is what it is. He didn't sign. So
you can't do anything about it right now.
Nope.
So,
and here's where we are now. So,
Eric, talk to me, man. What do you think of this whole division?
So you were mentioning, kind of debating on Rays, Blue Jays, like how they would finish. And before I even read the note here for the talking point for Tampa, that's kind of what my thought was, is where they're going to be playing. Is that going to cause some issues? But at the same time, the Rays usually seem to have some kind of, where they are a little bit better than maybe you would expect them to be. So I don't know if that's going to, so it's kind of hard to tell at this point.
Yeah.
With where they're going to be playing versus just the whole season and how it's going to be playing out, since they're not in their main, home stadium type of thing. So we're not doing full predictions yet on this, are we? Just kind of.
No, I mean, because eventually we're going to have to, that'll be the show where we do all full predictions. But here's the thing on this.
Because I think the Red Sox will be better than 500.
I agree. I think so too.
But I still feel like they're going to be probably Orioles, Yankees 1-2.
Red Sox.
Yeah,
and
so
flip flop with the Rays.
Yeah, obviously we'll make our full picks, but I can see these being similar. Obviously, probably not the same exact records, but the place of finish I think will be pretty similar, save for maybe the top two and bottom two possibly flip flopping. Yeah. But I think Boston's probably right there, still in the. I don't see, unless the injuries are just too much for the Yankees, I don't see the Red Sox jumping them for like if I said the Yankees were like the 2 in the division, I don't see the Red Sox jumping them.
No.
But I think they'll be better, closer to upper 80s, maybe, possibly 90 wins. So
what do you think, producer?
With Boston signing Bregman, and then there's still the issues with Bregman and Devers right now. I know he said that he's open to moving from DH and third. We don't know how true that is for that. Boston has definitely picked up a lot of pitchers also to help bolster that bullpen, which was a problem last year. I think they'll probably close the gap a little bit between second and third, but I can't see them. I don't think they're going to win wild card.
I'm with you there. I think that the when the news came out where they signed Bregman, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. To me, it never made sense, right? Because the team that I was saying that should have signed him should have been Detroit. That should have been the perfect fit for Bregman. Detroit was the perfect fit. Grant, I get it. Like, you want to go to you got a history right there of winning with Boston. I get that. I'm not denying, but like you're telling me that you didn't tell Devers that your plan is to move him out of third base, where he's the worst fielding percentage of all third basemen in all of the majors, right? So like, and you bring in Bregman, I'm like, come on, man, how do you think he's supposed to feel about that, right? If you didn't have the conversation. That you trade Bichette and Vlad. James Farr's system is horrible with having two prospects in the top 100. Those guys are 86 and 87. Vlad has definitely lost his luster where here in the 416. Yep, the Orioles are going to go all the way. Calm down, Mike. Calm down.
Slow your roll there, Holsinger.
Yeah. Joe's right about the Jays farm system. It's absolutely.
So you trade him for prospects at this point just to bolster up your.
You can't let them walk for. You can't let them walk for free.
You definitely better not.
You can't do what the Angels did with Otani and just let him leave for nothing.
Did Michael flip from the Reds? See now, Orioles homer.
I think he's trying to give me crap.
As he should.
I have to say this again. Eric, you and me have been on the same wavelength lately. It's like, I see the Red Sox staying right there where they are. Orioles and Yankees flip-flopping maybe. I'm worried about the Yankees overall just because of, like, listen, we can say all they want, but like, when you had Giancarlo Stanton right there batting with Aaron Judge, you knew that was like, okay, one of them is going to get hot. You lost Soto, so that's a big loss right there, losing Soto as well. So you're losing two really big bats right there. And then Cole, who's your starter, having Tommy John surgery, man, that's. I get it.
But the biggest Yankees homer around is not worried about that. So why should we be if he's not?
I'm with you. I listen. I'm not worried.
It's addition by subtraction. I think we're going to be a more balanced team. We're not going to rely on the home run so much, and we're gonna move some runners and play a little bit more. I don't know, less strikeout home run.
Yeah, I hear that from Wichita State, and that's not happened at all this year. So I've heard that before.
I do think that the Yankees, when they didn't sign Soto, they did spend the money well to plug in other holes that they had.
I agree.
I thought that there was good investment, which I don't say about the Yankees often, but I think that the money that they would have spent having to re-sign Soto, I thought they did a good job getting like a Goldschmidt and some plugging in and upgrading, quite frankly, in some other holes that they had.
Yeah.
The Yankees.
The thing with the Rays also is when I wrote this question, this was before the news broke about what happened today.
Yeah.
So not only do they have the present worry about venue, now you're looking at the future. Because with that deal falling through or them backing away from it, that's putting serious doubts if they're even going to be in Tampa.
Yeah. For me, it's the politics behind it and then the distractions that it causes from reporters' questions, right? I mean, the focus is going to be just as much off the field as it is on the field. And you have a chance for the off the field issues to overtake, on the field issues. So, and that's really hard to have to field questions like that as a player, where instead of asking about your performance, you have a chance that a player gets frustrated. Like, why are you asking me about that instead of what happened during the game today?
There's too much going on with the Tampa Rays right now. I feel bad, and then we were talking about this. It's like on the CBN thread earlier, right? Like, okay, where is he going to go? Where are the Tampa Rays going to go, right? You got those, you got Portland, you got Nashville, you got, here in North Carolina. So it's like they have options. And then, for Major League Baseball to try to, force the owner of the Rays to sell is some bullshit, right? Because he's using the same playbook that Major League Baseball used with Oakland A's to get Oakland out of the A's out of Oakland to move to Vegas. So if I'm the owner, I'm like, give them the middle finger and then keep, become the owner. I will so go L Davis on them. Senior, not So that's my 2 cents. I think it's going to be a distraction for Tampa. I think there's too much going on with Tampa. You're playing in a minor league ballpark right now, for the rest of the year. That's just,
Another thing about the Red Sox, I mean, we talked about their new additions, but they also have a really bright farm system. I mean, they have guys that are doing really well in spring training, like Marcelo Meyer and Roman Anthony's getting closer. What's his name? Forget the other guy. They've got some really good positional prospects coming up that can augment what they've already got at the major league level and with some of the signings they've made. So I think the Red Sox have a chance to be really deep. I don't know if that's going to translate to a lot more wins this year, but I mean, I think they've got a bright future ahead of them as well.
Can we talk about Reds minor league AA team? Big news out of there today.
Which one?
Jesse Scaglione, Emma Tiedemann's husband, is the new GM for the Portland Sea Dogs.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Only the third GM in history for them.
He's a friend of the EFA, and I said, congrats, Jesse. Can you at least make sure Emma stays in the broadcast booth? He goes, we'll see.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Jesse's going to do a phenomenal job as Portland's GM. Congratulations, Jesse. You deserve it, my man.
That's amazing. I don't know if that's going to happen.
It would work, Ed. They could keep the name, but just capitalize the A in it.
Just put the Tampa. We'll talk about that in a second. I really want to talk about these new era hats.
But to supplement what Patrick was talking about, the Red Sox do have the third best farm system in the league. Second only, or only to first and second only to Detroit and Tampa.
Yeah.
Detroit got.
Yeah. So
Detroit scares me, man.
Yeah. Detroit's on the verge, I think, of being really competitive again.
Detroit scares me.
Yeah, but Virgil, I guess what brought that to mind was when you had on there, will new additions be enough to be competitive in the East? Because, I mean, it's not just the free agents, it is the prospects as well. I mean, and maybe not this year, but I think there's enough talent there that one, maybe two of them could be useful in a potential second wild card run.
Do you feel Boston is a team, though, that actually hangs on to their prospects or trades them?
Historically, trades them, but I don't know. I feel like they've made some trades recently where they were intentional about who they were willing to let go, and they were, those solid top 5 prospects. They've not really been willing to get rid of them unless they've got like a logjam at a specific position, and they do have quite a few infielders and may part with one of them if they can get a big time name, say like a Vlad Jr. if it came down to it at the deadline. I could see them trying to go after it. I could see the Blue Jays taking the best package that they could, even if it's within the division. I don't put it past the Blue Jays to do that.
Yeah. Let's say that Vladdy does get moved this year.
Mm-hmm.
Where would he go? We're talking about, it's a surefire Yankees, but do the Yankees have enough prospects or enough capital to move?
I don't think he'd go to the Yankees. I think that's one team he doesn't want to go to. Because
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Well, only because of how he feels the Yankees treated his dad. So that's more of a personal family thing for him than anything else.
Okay.
Honestly, you talked about it earlier with the farm system. I'd look at Boston.
Yeah, well, I think Boston is a good fit for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's really close to Rafael Devers. They're really good friends. So he's talked before about how he'd like to play with Rafi over there. And so Boston has the prospects to make a deal. So, and the Blue Jays have no farm system as we've already been saying. I think the Mets would make a play for him. I don't know where he'd fit in New York, but I think that just Steve Cohen, knowing that there's another guy that, a cornerstone to pair with Soto, I could see Steve Cohen going after it. I don't know if he has enough prospects to make it work, but I could see them going after it.
I see. My issue with Boston is you got Devers. Devers doesn't want to leave third. If he does leave third, they'll move into first base or DH, and then you got Vladdy, who's also first base and DH.
Well, see, I don't think they moved Devers. I think they play Bregman at second base.
Man, I really hope to God that this is not a distraction for that team, because it could turn out to be a really bad distraction for them. If
I hope it is.
Well, I'm sure you do.
I'd be a little surprised if you didn't.
Bregman, go Tigers. We haven't really talked about the Orioles either.
Go Tigers.
We really haven't talked about the Orioles either.
Are you chatting into this show from your?
This is burner account.
I know. I think Joe is like the Canadian prospector here.
All right. You're pulling at Prospector's strengths right here, but we haven't really talked about the Orioles. The Orioles really didn't do much this year, did they?
They did.
No, they got
What did they get a pitcher?
They got Tyler O'Neill.
Tomoyuki
Sagano. Charlie Morton for pitching. Andrew Kitteridge. So not really a lot of eye-popping moves. They did lose Corbin Burns.
Yeah, they did.
That's and I forgot the Blue Jays one already. He brought that Santander.
Oh, Anthony Santander, Tony Taters.
So
it seems like they've lost more than what they've actually
gained.
Yeah.
But with Donnie's logic, that doesn't matter.
What they did gain, though, was those nice, sweet orange unis that they're bringing back.
Well, I think they just have enough talent that, young talent that's been there and that's a year older, like, Gunnar Henderson and, players like that.
Cowser.
Yeah, like Cowser.
And that's where I was going at with the Orioles when I was talking about them and the Yankees, is that the Orioles didn't really do much, but they have such a young, talented base. Mm-hmm. They just needed those guys to get more experience. I mean, look what they did with what they had.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm with you.
Because every team's going to lose a few guys every year. So the guys that they lost is just natural attrition season to season for a lot of these teams. So we'll see how they do.
Well, and then we haven't even talked about Rushman. Henderson, Rushman, and like Eric, like you said, Cowser. They still have Mountcastle. That lineup has some pop.
They have Ryan O'Hearn, so all is good in life.
This is definitely going to be an interesting American League East. I'm very interested to see how this is going to turn. How each of you are going to,
Did they lose their closer? Didn't they lose their closer as well? The Orioles
didn't get closure.
No, did they lose their closer? I may be wrong on that.
I'm not quite sure.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking the wrong team. Because Cano is their closer, isn't he?
Yeah, so the only pitchers they lost were Burns, as mentioned earlier, John Means, Jacob.
Give me that Wichita fun fact.
Danny Columbi.
Okay.
Well, Danny Coulombe. Are you talking about Danny Coulombe?
Did I miss that yet? Whatever. Sorry.
You ready, Ed?
You good. Bring it.
All right. So you said Ynier Cano? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
First ever immaculate inning in Wichita, opening game, inaugural season, very first game. They were an immaculate inning. So Ynier Cano played for the Wind Surge.
There you go. Because it's the more you know. You're welcome.
Have a good night, Day.
Good night, Day.
Dude, she's got your whole like and subscribe. She's got your whole thing down.
She does it, dude. I did
yeah.
not ask her to do this. She does it all on her own.
Yeah.
And then now she's asking me, "Hey, Daddy, how many followers we got? How many views did we get on the video?" I'm like, "Who are you?"
How many followers we got?
when she does that, do you say, "Bro"?
I literally, I'm sitting there.
Gold.
What? So there you go. That's my kid, guys. That's my kid. She's gonna be an influencer here pretty soon. So, really good talk, guys. Again, I'm very intrigued on how you guys are gonna. We know already that Donnie's gonna put the Yankees at number 1. We already know this. That's how it is. We also know that the Prospector is not gonna put the Blue Jays in dead last. He's gonna put the Rays in dead last. But I want to see how everything is shuffles down between me, Eric, and the Prospector.
It's as of tonight, though. That could change.
That subject to change, right? After we do we look at all of the teams, and then we'll go into that after we're done. Because we got to look at wild card. We got to look at all that stuff. So, so far good talk, guys. I really appreciate that. That was good. Anything else that I miss? Oh, New Era hats. They pulled that Texas hat. Did you guys see that?
They did.
Have you seen all the people that got one posting them online too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
And
seen
they're
them?
on? Yeah, I was gonna say, Patrick, resale on eBay for like $1,000.
I saw one for $2,000.
Oh wow.
I wanted to get one, but I wasn't going to spend the money on that.
Well, and even though the Rangers one is the one that's brought up a lot, the a few honorable mentions were the Angels.
Yeah.
And
the Astros.
And the
Astros.
Assholes. Yeah.
And Ariana, the Diamondbacks.
The Ariana.
Yeah.
You've seen the picture of Ariana Grande going around wearing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way,
that
Houston
was really
Astros City Connect got leaked. Did you guys see that?
I did.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Not nearly as good to me.
Well, that's not as good, but they're not bad.
Not awful.
I think this is the same thing that I thought about the Cleveland Guardians one. I see that as an alternate, jersey, right? Like a Sunday jersey or something like that to replace the white one that they have, which is boring as all hell. I just don't see them as a City Connect.
Well, San Diego City Connect aside, the Guardians had the best City Connect of anybody. So
Yeah, you had to go there, didn't you?
I sure did.
San Diego's jerseys are the best ones so far.
They are,
That and the Sugar Kings. The Sugar Kings.
And those
Miami.
Cleveland so different, so, completely different from the regular identity.
Yeah, completely different. 100% completely different.
Let's go with a white panel with the same C.
Oh, fuck, you kidding me? It's a Cleveland thing to do. It's the learners. What are you gonna do?
When you got the land just sitting right there.
I know. By the way, who owns the Washington Nationals? Is it the Lerner still?
I believe
the Lerner family?
I believe it is.
It checks out.
Randy Lerner.
That's the Lerner family.
Still is.
Yep. Destroying teams left and right. Cash cows. All right. So, okay, guys, this was really good. There was a lot of minor league talk tonight. A lot of logos coming out. Very interested.
Yeah, there's one thing we didn't cover is that March 18th, the Mallards are going to be releasing, kind of teasing out what they're going to be doing for this season. So
I'm very intrigued now.
So be tuning in on March 18th, and Mr. Producer, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think I forget who it is, but I feel like there's another announcement taking place March 18th as well.
That is I believe that's the Canopolis Copa.
Is it the Canopolis? Okay. I think you're right. So, and then there was that one. And then did you guys see that ESPN, put out a notification about the spicy meatballs for Binghamton?
No.
Yeah. If you had the ESPN app, there was a story released about the spicy meatballs. So Binghamton showed a screenshot of their phone, the admin's phone, and it said, "Hey, our alternate identity showed up on an ESPN notification." So
okay, all right, good for them.
Yeah, I mean, ESPN has covered alternate identities for a while, obviously, but
they're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah. So it's
even though
cool.
they lost the contract to Major League Baseball, but hey, whatever.
Right. Well, it's cool for our friends in Binghamton that they're.
It's very cool. Absolutely, 100%. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for the chat. You guys have been awesome tonight. Also on Instagram Live, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Zach Prophet joined on Instagram Live, so I appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. We will see you guys on Tuesday. We are going to be covering the NL East on Tuesday. All right, NL East on Tuesday, so that should be interesting. We got the Mets on that one. We'll see. So we'll see you guys again, and then make sure you guys support the minor leagues. All right, boys and girls. We'll see you guys.
We're gonna take on the world.